Welcome to a special post-Thanksgiving edition of the Bankroll Challenge live build. I am joined right now by one of the best people. No, I don't have a guest, guys. I tried really hard. I was pounding the pavements. I think there's just too much Patrick Laird heat on me right now. I think people are worried about what would happen if they would get on a show with me, and got turned down a lot, guys. Apparently, when you stake your entire personal brand, your life, your emotions, your spirituality on one man who gets 2 fantasy points, then no one else wants to have anything to do with you. But you know who does? I know you guys in the chat. I know you guys will stick with me through thick and thin, through Laird, and through Duck Hodges week. You guys are the true MVPs. Oh, man, the chat is already popping. Time to make that money. Patrick, wait. I swear, Patrick Laird, if someone – okay, Devin, do we think this is actually Patrick Laird or someone made a YouTube Patrick Laird account just to get my hopes up?
You know, it's probably a flip of the coin at this point.
Patrick Laird, if this is you, reveal what you wrote to me in your last DM, okay? That is how I will know, because, yes, I do DM with Patrick Laird.
We need evidence.
It's not him. All right, it's not him. Says it's my week. Okay, it's definitely not Patrick Laird. Hey, but I appreciate that. Just the amount of effort someone went into to create a new Gmail account and load it up just so they could do how they have been waiting for this moment. Kyle Guy says, see if Pete wants that Miles Sanders smoke. I'm interested in him. I am. Brian Taylor, congrats on the win last week. And reminder, it's not how you start, but it's how you finish. Very, very true. You guys could get me like Ron Burgundy style with these comments where I'm just reading them, from start without actually reading them all the way through first. So you could get me to say some truly crazy things. Sid says people are intimidated by Peter now. That's right. I'm a true lion. People don't want to step into the cage. Let's see. We got Joe King Magic 8 Ball says doubt. Producer on the air. Yep. Devin is waiting in the wings. If I do something stupid, he can jump in and save the show. Kyle Geist, if Pete doesn't play Kyler, he doesn't deserve a brand. Hey, you guys you're naming all my plays. So yeah, this is going to be a hodgepodge of a show, a duck hodgepodge, if you will. Look at the puns just flow effortlessly from my mouth. But before we get to the week 13 lineup build, I did want to quickly review the Thanksgiving Pete's Bankroll Challenge contest that I put up. And I apologize if you guys missed this. I made it fairly small. I waited until like 2 days before to launch it. So it was only 50 people in there. I have already made one, however, for week 13. So I will, I don't think I got the link to you in time, Devin, but I'll post it in the comments after this. Or actually, no, I'll just post it right now. Let me pull this up because I made a contest for week 13 where I want people. Yeah, we're going to do it live here. I created a league and it's just for you guys. I swear, if you tell anyone who doesn't watch this show about this league, I will be pissed. Okay. All right. I'm pasting it in the chat right now. This is a $10 100-man single entry GPP for Pete's Bankroll Challenge grinders only. And we'll have fun. And how I got on this tangent is I did one of these for the Thanksgiving slate, and I wanted to run through a few of the lineups here. Canned Kool-Aid took it down with what I think was an incredibly sharp lineup. Canned Kool-Aid basically said to himself, what if the Saints-Falcons game doesn't shoot out? What if? And he just loaded up on Cowboys and Bills, which I really appreciate. He did stick with Alvin Kamara in his flex because, you got to spend the money somewhere. But he got really big games from Ice Cold Bees. Devin Singletary was my favorite play on the slate. I thought his role was being undervalued both by his price tag and his matchup. He had a great game. Although it was a bummer that, as you'll see when you see my lineup, that Josh Allen didn't throw him the TD. It was John Brown. Anytime you can get a touchdown from your wide receiver to your running back, that's when you know you're having a good week. Jason Witten, a ton of those cheap tight end plays hit, which was which was very nice for all the punters. If you're grabbing Graham or Jason Witten or God forbid Horsted. I mean, were people really out here joshing Horsted this week? They were touting him. I mean, how disingenuous of those people, but it hit. So congrats to Can Kool-Aid for shipping the first ever. Yeah. Sorry, Drew Morris in the chat. I took your nickname, Ice Cold Bees. I stole it. That's what I do. I steal from people that are smarter and funnier than me. And then I just play it off on my own. Are there any other interesting lineups? I'll show you my lineup here. I finished mid-pack 28th. I had a Josh Allen to Ice Cold Bees. My issue was I brought it back with the wrong Cowboys. Randall Cobb and Michael Gallup didn't get there. I actually pivoted in this lineup. I believe I had an Alvin Kamara and Jared Graham combo. And then once I knew I was behind and needed to catch up on all of the the Alvin Kamara chalk, I decided to go to Freeman and Jared Cook instead. Took a little shot there. That didn't work out. But yeah, Singletary and Beasley were two of my favorite plays on the slate. Those guys panned out, but just didn't have enough of the right guys in the other games, which is how it goes. We hit the showers. I turned the game off at halftime. Once Josh Hill starts scoring multi-TDs, that's when you know it's time to pack it in for next year. I'll try to check in on the chat here again. We got a good take from Kitchen on Twitter too. Yes, so Kitchen, let's actually review Kitchen's lineup because boy, was he coming in hot at first. Where is Soccer Dave? He finished 4 spots ahead of me. What a snake. He stayed true to his brand. He found the cheapest, the grossest possible quarterback to roll out, David Blau. Do not call him David Blow. It is David Blau. And he stacked him with Marvin Jones. I mean, how sharp is Soccer Dave? He goes with the backup quarterback, second wide receiver. Couldn't even be bothered to stack him with Kenny Golladay. I mean, Soccer Dave has such a big old galaxy brain. And then what did he do? He jammed in the studs. He wanted to get in Zeke. He wanted to get in Kamara. He wanted to get in Michael Thomas, Calvin Ridley. You know, that's what Dave does. He just plays the best plays. And things were looking pretty good for him earlier, but he didn't have the Golladay. If he has the Golladay there, he's probably climbing up a little bit more, and no Bills except Dawson Knox. So nice lineup by Soccer Dave. Actually, someone tipped me off to a team in third place. I don't know if you're in the chat, Garbage Man. Garbage Man got third place taking a zero from Julio Jones. I mean, people, you guys are making me look bad. I go around and I tell people I have the smartest viewers in the industry. I have the smartest fans. Wait till you see these lineups they roll out. Garbage Man not swapping up with Julio Jones. When did that news break? It was probably like, 5 hours before game time? Oh, man. Just to think, if he puts in Russell Gage, because he's clearly going with a Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, Julio game stack. If he just subs in Julio for Russell Gage, he ships the whole thing. Man, Can Kool-Aid, you are running good. The Garbage Man gifted you this. How much did Garbage Man win? He won $67.50, and he could have had $112.50. I'm sure he'll live with it. So yes, I posted that in the chat. We will run this back for week 13, and maybe we'll just add that as part of the lineup reviews that I do on Monday morning, reviewing my lineup in the SPY. I'll also check in on the best lineups in Pete's Bankroll Challenge Thanksgiving single entry contest. Who do we got going here in the chat? You guys are all just marveling at Garbage Man. Yes, don't make me look bad anymore, okay? I saw a respected pro last week or on Thanksgiving, and I'm trying to be nice. He took a victory lap on Twitter because he was in like first place of every single contest after the first game. And I went to look at his lineup because he was in the SPY with me, and he was in first place. And he had 2 running backs left to go and had David Montgomery in his flex. And this person runs a tout site. I mean, come on, guys. This is DFS 101, right? we always put our early guys in the running back slots so we have max optionality later in the day when you need to swap from Alvin Kamara to Devonta Freeman because you're buried, okay? I'm sure he won lots more money than me, even though I had the GTO swap strategy lined up. Speaking of pros in the waters, look at this. Adam Levitan. This guy, dude, he comes down from his ivory tower. He thinks he finds marks. This is Levitan's logic, honestly. He goes, because we all know Levitan, he's an expected value bum hunter, okay? He never gets it in bad. So he goes, he finds these Mans GPPs that my colleague Pete Manzanelli holds on a weekly basis. And then he saw that I had this one and he goes, oh, whoever is, fraternizing with Peter, they're going to be fish. Adam Levitan thinks you all are fish and hops in this contest. I mean, let's even look at this lineup. I mean, he's such a chalk donkey. Dak Prescott, Zeke, Kamara, Michael Thomas, Jared Cook, Anthony Miller, Michael Gallup, Bears D. I mean, this guy, what is the opposite of a galaxy brain? That's what Adam has, okay? Oh, it's so disgusting. And then he plays Javon Wims. I can't believe they were out there on that site, Josh and Javon Wims to you guys. How disingenuous of that site that shall not be named. Oh, next time you see Adam Levitan, tell him this GPP is for us, okay? Not narrow-minded, non-galaxy brain, play the best plays, guys. Did you guys all have a good Thanksgiving? Yeah? Oh, yes. What do we got in the chat here? Oh, you guys want to talk about Andy Dalton? Okay, yeah. I'll talk about Andy Dalton, baby. 4,700. Yeah, I'm excited about Andy Dalton here, okay? All right, should we transition? Let's do a quick state of affairs on the Bankroll Challenge. I did not count my $10 that I donated to the challenge. I found those $10 in my couch cushions. I said, I can afford this listener viewer league off book. Will you guys allow that? I'm going to do this off book, under the table, tax free. This is my bankroll. I'm going to play the spy again this week. I'm getting back in. It has been a winding road getting me back to the spy. It was back in week 11. As you'll remember, I don't even remember what happened that week. I'm sure I was tilting. Can anyone remember what happened week 11? But then since then, my bankroll challenge was on life support. I was in Mexico City. I found a mark, Frisco Josh, barely beat him. I mean, just by the narrowest of margins. I mean, Derrick Henry doesn't fumble. Chris Conley catches one more pass. The bankroll challenge is dead. Do you guys know how lucky you are right now? None of us would be here. None of us. If it weren't for Derrick Henry and Patrick Laird. Patrick Laird's 2 points were literally the difference. I won by less than 1 point. Patrick Laird had 2 points. Literally, my Laird and Savior saved the bankroll challenge. So if anyone comes at me with this bullshit that I'm just joshing, disingenuously touting Patrick Laird, I'm going to point to the scoreboard. And I'm going to point to me right here talking to you guys as evidence, proof in the pudding. Patrick Laird was a good play. All right. No, Drew, we're not going to talk about that. Reporting Pete to the IRS. We'll submit this video as evidence. Go for it, Sid. I dare you. I dare you. The IRS would come crawling around here. There's nothing to see. Clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle. So for this show, we don't have a guest. So you guys are just left with me to try to talk through the slate. I have my account open here. I have an open canvas of which to paint a beautiful week 13 lineup. Okay. And I can already tell you guys are chomping at the bit. I've seen people talking about Miles Sanders. I've seen people talking about Andy Dalton. You guys need to make up your mind. Are we playing the best plays? Are we going to galaxy brain it? Are we going to equilibrium it? What are we going to do? But today we are going to build a lineup together. Actually, I need to toggle off this percentage owned. We don't look at ownership percentages, do we? No, we don't look at ownership percentages anymore. We sometimes take a peek in the quiet comfort of our own homes when no one else is watching. And we feel a little embarrassed, a little sheepish about it. But we don't make a habit of looking at ownership percentages anymore. Okay, let's talk about this slate. I think it's fun. I think it's a really good slate. The 4 p.m. games, aside from this Chargers-Broncos snooze fest, we get 2 pace-up, high-total games, Rams-Arizona, Oakland-KC. I want pieces of at least 3 of these teams. I want to have Rams. I want to have Cardinals. I want to have Kansas City Chiefs. Okay? And you're right. Someone mentioned one of the cornerstones of my brand, lest, Duck Hodges or Patrick Laird doesn't carry the brand. Kyler Murray will always be there, right? I mean, we were in first. No one touted Kyler Murray before me. I mean, I've looked through the internet. I sorted it, reverse chronological. I've looked. No one talked about Kyler Murray before me. We got to play Kyler Murray, right, guys? I mean, at home, pace-up game. What do we got as the over-under here? Let's head over to Gridiron IQ and check this out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a hard time keeping up with the chat here while also trying to put on a good show for everyone else at home. This over-under, guys, 47.5, very nice total. Did you guys know that Jared Goff didn't throw a touchdown in all of November? I got that tattooed on my stomach, and I show it to anyone who will listen. It's a fun fact, but the Cardinals are a get-right team, right? They cure all woes. They run a ton of plays. No, Kyle, I'm sorry. I was the first one to talk about Kyler Murray. We will not talk about Davis Maddock. Let's see. My wife is texting me. Packages from the North also we should. Okay. A lot going on here, guys. A lot going on. Trying to keep my wife happy after that cake incident from Sunday. Things were a little touch and go there for a second. What do we got here? Yeah, sorry. I like the Cardinals. We're playing Kyler Murray. Someone try to talk me out of Kyler Murray in the chat. Okay? Let's see what we got. Kyler Murray cost $6,400. Now, I will agree with you. If you want to punt, I like Andy Dalton a lot. The over-under in that game actually shocked me. It's 41, I believe. Bengals and Jets. Sam Darnold has scored 34 points in his past 3 games. The Bengals are one of the worst teams in the league. What am I missing? Why can't that game shoot out? You can't run on the Jets. I do really like Andy Dalton teams, but we got to stay focused. See, if there was a guest here, they would just vaudeville style, like a Three Musketeer, they would just slap it out of me, say, Peter, don't talk about Andy Dalton. We just play the best plays, Kyler Murray. But they're not here, and so I get tempted. I hear the siren song of bad plays beckoning me from the forest. Yes, all right. Yes, Lock. Nicholas Barnes, are you talking about Drew Lock, or are you saying that Kyler is a lock? Lord help us if you're talking about Drew Lock. No, guys. No, you are talking about Drew Lock? You guys are sick. Okay, here's the thing, though, that's really easy with the Cardinals. There's no one else to stack them with other than Christian Kirk, right? I mean, Larry Fitzgerald, I hate to say, guys, but they're going to take him out to the pasture here soon. He had a good run. He had a really good run. Let's look at the targets. To me, Christian Kirk feels like DJ Moore the past couple weeks, where DraftKings hadn't adjusted his price relative to his role, where he was just seeing an insane amount of targets, and for some reason people didn't want to play him. Look at Christian Kirk's targets over the past 2 weeks, 10 and 9. Fitz is fading. This is a great matchup. Don't even talk to me about Jalen Ramsey. You're going to try to talk to me. Jalen Ramsey, he's so good. I don't care. Good players who get 10 targets and cost $5,700 in one of the higher over-under games of the week, we just play them. I just spit over my screen. I get worked up. Okay.
Hashtag play the best plays.
Hashtag play the best plays. Devin knows what's up. We are staying on track. We are staying on track. Let's see what the peanut gallery says. The reaction was worth mentioning. Locke. Brian, are you telling me that you just knowingly trolled me? Do you know how sick it is when people disingenuously tout a player just for some laughs, just for some yucks? Do you know how sick that is, Brian? I'm praying for you, dude. Who do we got here? Oh, you want to do naked Kyler run back with not one but two Rams? No. We're playing Kirk, but we're going to talk Rams here in a second. Ryan, I just told you, maybe you hadn't heard it yet with the delay. We are not talking about Ramsey. We do not care about Ramsey. Okay? Tell me how Ramsey did shadowing Marquise Brown the other night. Tell me how that went. Okay? Kyle, what do you say? And Pete proves my point out of his own mouth. Ramsey may just make Kirk dust. You guys are, oh my God, you guys are such fish. Are you guys hashtag defensive matters? That's sick. Okay, you guys love Auden Tate. I actually like Auden Tate too. I actually like that. Dan Masterson, get that David Johnson stuff out of here. I mean, David Johnson, I think he gained like 45 pounds in season. So like when I drafted him in the first round of all my high stakes season long leagues, he was coming in at what I assume was like 205, 210. He's like 240, 250 now. I didn't sign off on that. Okay. So I'm sorry that I can't manage David Johnson's, meal plan. All right. We're playing Rams. We are definitely playing Rams. I was over on the Blitz earlier today. Did you guys know the Blitz is actually my homepage? It's the first thing I log into every day. I log in and I just mainline Derek Carty's The Blitz right into my veins. Some of you guys eat cereal. Some of you guys have toast with peanut butter on it. Nah, I wake up with the Blitz. Anyways, there's some Rams wide receivers popping in the Blitz. Do you see that at number 1 where I just sorted? I can't show you guys all of this, can I? I mean, Derek Hardy pours his heart and soul into this product, and then I just share it for free on this program. I mean, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Robert Woods. Look at these 3 names popping in the Blitz. Look at these 3 names. Christian Kirk, Robert Woods, Auden Tate. Look at that. I'm looking at what's actually showing on your screen. I'll pull it up just a little bit so you can see those names. I mean, Robert Woods is a really good bring back. I do like Cooper Kupp too. I think people are down on Cooper Kupp, but trust me, guys, the Cardinals make all things go away. Oh no, the chat is trying to get me to talk about Duck Hodges stacks. Look, I'll be honest with you. I like Duck Hodges to Deontay Johnson. Right now, I literally in my DraftKings account, I have a Duck Hodges to Deontay Johnson, Patrick Laird team. From my lips to God's ears. I think I'm mixing up my religious metaphors. The point I'm trying to say is I promise you that I am spending $20 on that stack this week. But, all right, guys, what do we got going on here? You guys are out of control. You're everywhere. We're trying to get focused, okay? We are talking about Rams wide receivers that we want to bring this back with, okay? We're not – I do like Kupp because everyone's down on him, but he is way more expensive, okay? $7,700 when I could have Robert Woods for $5,500. Blitz approved. Do you guys know why you play plays in the Blitz? Because if it doesn't work out, you just send Derek Carty mean messages as a cathartic release for him screwing you. Why do you think I had him consult me for my head-to-head GPP challenge? Because if it didn't work out, I could blame Derek Carty. Just play the best plays from the Blitz, and then you have out equity. That equity is blaming Derek Carty, okay? It's a perfect fail-proof plan, all right? The Woods. You guys want to play Kupp? I don't mind it, but let's not miss the woods for the trees, if you will, okay? The question is, do we just stop here with this game? Or do we load up even more? Because there's a little punt play tight end that I kind of like on the Rams, okay? His name may or may not be Tyler Higbee, coming in at $2,500 I mean, I'm actually going to just have to search because there's like 1,250,000 tight ends. I don't know if you guys heard. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. You guys all, everybody lean in. Come here. This is between you and me. How many people are watching? 111 of you. 111 of you are watching. The Cardinals are bad against tight ends.
Wait, Pete. No.
Devin. Yeah, Devin, I'm telling everyone, I'm letting everyone in on the secret. Did I say that I wasn't going to tell everyone? Devin, I got to tell the people.
We got to be careful, Pete.
Devin, just let me have this, dude. I mean, people pay good money for my content. They deserve to know. Over the course of the season, guys, whenever a tight end plays the Cardinals, they score fantasy points. Okay, that's between you and me. That is between you and me. Okay? I'm just saying, Tyler Higbee with Gerald Everett banged up, I consulted my flow chart, and it looks like a pretty good play. All right, that secret has now been said. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. I need the chat to get on the same page, guys. You guys are just all over the place. You know, some of you are talking about Cup. Some of you guys are talking about playing. I can't even keep up. You guys want me to play Bengals D? No, Jeffrey. This is a bridge too far. This is too far. We're putting Higbee in here. Okay. There's a few positions that you punt at. One is tight end. Okay. And now we have 4 guys from a game I like a lot. And we need to start talking about running backs, guys. We need to start. Pete, you know which other Ram you need in that lineup? Well, I do, Alex, because I already put him in. Higbee. But should we talk about Gurley? We could talk about Gurley. Gurley played 96% of the snaps last week. 96%, his highest snap share of the season. Earlier this year, we were worried about Malcolm Brown. Malcolm Brown played 4% of the snaps last week. We were worried about Darrell Henderson. Darrell Henderson played 0% of the snaps. People don't like Todd Gurley anymore, guys. They don't. Anyways, I don't want to load up this much. But I do think that if you wanted to take this lineup in another direction and maybe not going Woods and Higbee, and you imagine that they do it a little bit more on the ground, you have my permission. I'm giving it to you. I will allow you to play Todd Gurley. A lot of analysts in this industry won't do it. They'll say to you, nope, can't play him. Nope, it's my team too. Can't play him. But me, I'll give you that permission. I'll let you, on your own account, play Todd Gurley. I'll allow it. I'm just saying that there.
Your lineup has to tell a story.
That is a good point. Devin brings up a good point. People forget that a lineup needs to tell a story. This lineup tells a story. It tells a story of it's 4:05 Eastern on Sunday. Every one of the 1 p.m. plays in your lineup has flopped. And now you must swap off all the plays at 4:05. Actually, I can't help myself, guys. I want to look at the ownership percentages. I'm going to do it. I said I feel embarrassed when I do it. I feel shamed. I feel like someone is seeing me in an act of vulnerability, but I'm going to toggle it on just for a sec, just for a peek. Will you guys just allow me just a quick little peek at ownership percentages? I'm going to do it. Oh my God. Here we go. Oh, baby. I like what I see. You're telling me I just played the best plays, Devin, and there's not one guy over 12%? Is this a dream?
Could I get a read on Tyler Higbee's projected ownership?
6.9%. Nice. Devin, you just put it on the tee for me, and I just take swings, right? All right, so eventually we have to play other guys in here. Oh, Kyle, get out of here with this Josh Jacobs. Let's go look and see what happens to Josh Jacobs when they get behind. I'm going to do this for you, Kyle, because I'm praying for you. I'm honestly praying for you. If these are the decisions you're making, I'm going to have us all pray for you. Because last week, Josh Jacobs had 10 carries. And let's head over and see what Jalen Richard did. Oh, wow. Jalen Richard had 7 targets. It's almost like Josh Jacobs gets phased out of the game plan when they're losing by a lot. And let's head over and see what the market thinks. Oh, they're 9.5-point dogs? Do you know who the play is on the Raiders? I'll tell you right now who the play is. Hang on. I'm heading over to the Discord chat right now. Smoky California 1-4 says Pete's show sucks. How do you think that makes me feel? You guys know I'm a real person, that I have emotions, that I have feelings. I'm not just some little monkey with a miniature symbol that dances for your pleasure. Sometimes you say something and I read it and it affects my disposition and my emotion. So Smoky CA 1-4, how about make the criticism constructive, okay? Maybe say, I don't like playing 2 Rams in that lineup. But to just ambiguously say Pete's show sucks, that's not helping any of us. And now I'm sad. I'm really sad. Devin, how can I continue the show after getting owned like this?
Come on, Smokey.
Smokey. Mangone in the chat, I'm here to talk about our Laird and Savior. Yes, that's what I needed. We need positive talk to lift us up.
The light of Laird.
The Lions Laird. I mean, Devin, did you see the tweet? Scott Hansen called it the Dragons Laird. He got in on it.
Nice.
He did. I mean, because he understands. I don't have to pray for Scott Hansen, okay? BJ Bratt says, Donkey Boy Pete. Gosh, I like the YouTube chat, man. They're my friends. And then I head over to this Discord, and outside of Mangone over here, my man, I just me taking a beating. It's just they just want Big T. They want Chopper. They want the best plays. They want the giblets. This is, I don't know about you guys, but this is the day after Thanksgiving for me. And you guys are coming down on me hard. And now Kyle Geist is trying to talk up Josh Jacobs' college reception profile. Look, Kyle, I know that Josh Jacobs caught passes in college, but he doesn't catch them anymore. We need to speed this up. I thought I was going to do like a 30-minute show. Next thing you know, I'm fending off the Discord chat. Should I just troll you all and just put Laird in? I mean, Patrick Laird, thank you. In the YouTube chat, here for you. Kyle Geis wants to play Josh Jacobs at 10%. No. The play for on the Raiders is Darren Waller. We're not going to play him in this lineup because we already have Higbee, but I'm telling you, Darren Waller is the play. The whole thing that messed up the Darren Waller voluminous production, look that one up. What's his name? Tell him. Smoky CA14. Look up the word voluminous, okay? It means a lot. It means a cornucopia of targets. The reason Darren Waller hasn't been getting that recently is one Mr. Hunter Renfrow. Well, guess what? Hunter Renfrow is gone. He is gone. Darren Waller is going to have 8 targets in this game. He's going to go for 80 yards, 7 catches, and he's going to find the end zone. You just play Darren Waller, but not in this lineup because we already have Higbee. No, Patrick Laird says the play is Eckler. First of all, that's pretty on brand for you. I can see that you would see a lot of yourself in Eckler, but we're not playing Eckler. Does anyone have any good advice in this?
The Laird has spoken.
You guys really want me to play Laird? Jamarius, don't do it. He's not the best play with Tyrell on the field. Tyrell, the thing is when Hunter Renfrow was stealing, I just explained it. What am I doing? All right. Someone talked about Miles Sanders earlier this week or earlier in the chat. I like Miles Sanders. I just put him in my lineup. Sometimes I don't ask for permission. Sometimes I just put in a good guy. Although, seeing that ownership percentage has me worried. I need to turn this off. It's compromising me. Let's go to floor ceiling. All right, here we go. Miles Sanders. The thing about Miles Sanders is 2 weeks ago, the Patriots schemed against him. They said Miles Sanders is one of the best players the Eagles have, along with Zach Ertz, and they didn't let him catch any receptions. Last week, Carson Wentz was throwing it into the dirt while Miles Sanders was wide freaking open. This week, they play Miami. Do you guys remember? Let me list off all the people who had good games against Miami last week. Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, Nick Chubb, the Cleveland defense. Is there anyone else I'm forgetting? The point is, Miami is very friendly, okay? And Miles Sanders, if you mind me to put on a cliche, is a big play waiting to happen, okay? Guys, you guys are sick, man. I don't even know why I do this. You guys are all touting Ajayi. Drew, get out of here with this Ajayi crap. He had 6 carries last week. Okay, if you guys want to just play Eagles D and Jay Ajayi, I don't want to be friends. I play on DraftKings. I don't know. I'm going to let you guys in a secret. I'm going to do another secret, Devin, if it's all right. On DraftKings, you get 1 point for every reception. 1 point. Okay, Kyle, you actually are talking about a good play. Now I'm excited. We can talk about Devontae Adams. Okay? We can talk about him. At 7,000 against the Giants, the number 1 wide receiver on the Packers, who has a voluminous, dare I say, target role. I mean, look at this. Every game he plays, he gets more than 10 targets. Science. Box score science. I'll play Devontae Adams for you in this lineup right now. I'll do it for you, Kyle. I came at you hard for your or for your Josh Jacobs takes, and now I'm willing to toss you a bone, okay? I'm willing to toss you a bone. Let's put in a defense to see how much we're working with here for our last running back and flex spot. So the real question to me for defense is, do we punt? I think there's a couple good punt options. I think you play the Browns. I think if we're not playing any Chiefs in this lineup, I think we could play the Chiefs defense. I like that. I kind of like that because I don't know if we're going to find Chiefs exposure in this lineup, although maybe we just need to find a way to do it. Because I think Tyreek Hill is a good play. I think Sammy Watkins is an okay play. I think Travis Kelce is a great play. Let's just put in 2,600 right now for the Smokey. Are you back? Smokey, you are back, and now you're being constructive, okay? I think you're being constructive. He says, this week's Laird is Benny Snell. Well, if by this week's Laird, do you mean am I going to devote every single second of my life and every ounce of energy I have to promoting him? No. In that case, he's not this week's Laird.
Benny Snell cake incoming.
Oh, God. Should I go back to my cake lady? Here's the other difference. Benny Snell cost $4,700. Okay, that's $1,400 more than Patrick Laird did. And he doesn't catch passes, guys. Benny Snell doesn't catch passes. That's Jalen Samuels. But I think, Devin, if I get a cake, it has to be a Duck Hodges cake, right?
Absolutely. Duck hunt themed.
Yeah. BJ Bratt, there will be a Swolecast. We are recording that right after this. We will be recording that, and then it'll be up probably around 6 or 7 Eastern time tonight, so you will get your Swolecast fix. All right, Alex G tossing out a little Sanders Devontae Parker correlation. I do like the running back wide receiver correlations, although I don't know if we need to do it. We have 7,450 to play here. So the big question is, who is the other running back you guys like? I mean, if we jam in McCaffrey, we have 4,400. We could get, does that leave us Auden Tate? I know you guys like Auden Tate. Yeah, it does. And then we could even upgrade defense. Do you guys like that? You guys like that? I know you guys love jamming in Christian McCaffrey. Should we just jam him in? We could jam him in. Do we have any other...
Hashtag play the best plays.
You're right. Thank you. Devin keeps me on the straight and narrow. We're playing Christian McCaffrey. The question is, are there any other plays in this 4,400 range that we like? Let's head over to Lineup HQ. Let's pull up the flex. Let's sort by ceiling projection. And let's just scroll down. Oops, where am I? Let's just scroll down until the highest ceiling guy with 4,400 salary or less pops. Let's just do this game. All right, 10-5, 7-7, 6-6, 5-4, 5-8, 6-4, 5-3, 5-5, 6-1, 4-9, getting close, 4-5, getting closer, 4-5. Wow, guys, we are really scrolling here. Ooh, boy. Noah Fant. Ugh. Chris Conley. Chris Conley. Do you guys like Chris Conley or Auden Tate more? Man, Patrick Laird, I didn't know you were such a fantasy football head. Tossing out Nyheim Hines, tossing out Curtis Samuel. Smokey says Christian McCaffrey has nothing to play for. Smokey, do you want me to keep dunking on you this episode? Is that what you want to be? Do you want to be the Craig Elo of this episode where I just put you on a poster over and over and over again, and your legacy is being dunked on by Peter Overzet? I mean, that's a sad legacy. I'm the one that gets dunked on, but you are getting dunked on by the dunkee. Christian McCaffrey has nothing to play for, and yet in the past 3 weeks, he's had 30 targets. It's crazy how these guys that have nothing to play for continue to touch the ball 1,000,000 times a game. It really is crazy. Someone tell Christian McCaffrey last week when he scored 34 points, or the week before that when he scored 33, or the week before that when he scored 29, or the week before that when he scored 40 points. Christian McCaffrey, look at me. You have nothing to play for. Stop scoring points. That's got me worked up. I like this. I like the Conley. I like the Conley call. And it helps me in this show. And that's really... Wait, I can't even afford Conley, guys. Why did I say... I thought it was 44 I was looking for. Are we coming down off of... Oh, no. We got to fix our... Who do we come down from here? No, we can't play Conley. No, Kyle, I don't want to play Philip Lindsay. That game is going to be like 13-6. It's Drew Lock. You guys play your Drew Lock, Philip Lindsay teams with Austin Eckler coming back. Knock yourself out. All right, we are going to play. Does Auden Tate let us get up to the Chargers defense? Because I like the Chargers defense. Actually, I think this works out perfectly. It does. Boom. That's the 2v2. Eat it, Drew Lock. Eat it, Drew Morse. Auden Tate. And now let's just take a peek. No, I'm not getting off Kirk Ryan. Oh, what do we got, Smokey? Oh, Smokey, I already put you in a coffin, bro. Just take the day off, dude. You'll recover. Hit the showers. Maybe a nice schwitz. Come back tomorrow. You'll be ready for the Discord. I think we wrap this up, Devin. This is having diminishing returns, right? Although...
Just let me know what tournaments you're not in so I don't lose this weekend.
Yeah, I will let everyone know I will be playing the Spy. I will be in Pete's Bankroll Challenge Listener League. Okay. But our views have gone up as the show has gone along, so you guys apparently like watching this train wreck. Look at this lineup. Let's just take a peek, guys. Will you guys allow me to take a peek at the overall ownership percentage? I think it'd be fun. Percentage owned. All right, so we are chalky.
20% Christian McCaffrey, 20%.
You're telling me 4 out of 5 human beings who play on DraftKings.com suffer from erectile dysfunction. I mean, don't play Christian McCaffrey. Devontae Adams, I didn't know he was going to be that chalky. Did you know he's going to be that chalky, Devin?
I had an idea, but...
Okay. Well, here's the thing, guys, about this lineup. It's not necessarily the one I'm going to play. That's the thing. Now, if you wanted to play this lineup, I think it's a pretty good lineup. Although, I would never forgive myself if I didn't fix this wide receiver flex situation. We have to leave ourselves optionality. Thank you to the RotoGrinders filters for reminding me to make that switch. Speaking of which, before we go, need to let you guys know, first of all, Lineup HQ is free this week, okay? Because RotoGrinders is in a very thankful giving mood. You can come over here. You can make your build rules. We all love the Davis Maddock build rules. Min 1 wide receiver on the Dolphins. Min 1 running back on the Eagles. So you can get your Ajayi's, your Miles Sanders, and then you can make your player groups. You can get your stacks, and then you build 150 lineups. Okay, 150 lineups that you can put in another Yahoo free roll. Devin, you going to drop this link in the chat for them? Okay, so here comes a link bomb incoming here. You guys can play in a free roll. Everyone's talking about lineup sharing these days. They're saying if I had 150 lineups, I'd crush. Well, now's your chance. Now's your chance to put your money where your mouth is, which is $0, and you max enter this free roll. You win all the money, and you're well on your way to becoming a high stakes, respected grinder. There's the link in the chat. This has been good, guys. This has been good. You guys can also, is the Lineup HQ thing on the RG app, is that for mobile, Devin?
Yep, free through the weekend.
There you go. And what, you download that Apple and Android App Store?
Yep.
There you go. There you have it. You can enjoy Lineup HQ on both the desktop, on an iPad, on your phone, in a boat, with green eggs, with ham. All right, guys. I believe this is the end of the show. It has been fun. This was a good experiment. We've been talking. We might do one of these in the future where I take calls. I mean, just imagine what a beautiful mess that will be. Here's the deal. We'll be recording Swolecast after this. You can check that out tonight. I'll be back on Monday with the review of my SPY lineup. Who knows? Maybe between now and then, I will come off of Kyler Murray for one Andy Dalton or Duck Hodges. Who knows? Anything could happen between now and lock. I'll review that lineup on Monday, as well as the lineup for the Listener League. I'm going to drop that in here in the chat again right now. If you guys want to get in, people said, why didn't you make it bigger for Thanksgiving? Well, I now made it bigger. 100 people. If it doesn't fill, I will lose my mind. I will truly lose my mind. So just get in it now. I will review the winning lineup, and you will have bragging rights. You can compete against luminaries such as me, such as Soccer Dave, and bottom feeders like Adam Levitan. It'll be a great time. Thank you to Devin for steering the ship, for giving me good ideas like going to get a Benny Snell or Duck Hodges cake. And yes, we will see you guys on Monday with a review. I know things are going good around here after I won my head-to-head GPP. I'm still one losing week away from being down to my last $100 again, folks, if we check this out. So let's stay humble. Let's stay hungry. Let's stay Lions. We'll see you on Monday.